everybody, it's the 13th Wolfman. Today's day 8 of the 31 days of horror! Horror, horror, horror! That's right. And before we get into that, I want you to like, subscribe, share, comment. Please like. It helps with other people finding me. So if you like it, they'll throw it into the algorithm. The algorithm will help people find my stuff. Subscribe. When you do subscribe, hit that bell, ding that bell, ring that bell. That way you'll know anytime I put something new up. And comment. I always want to know what you have to say. Have you seen the movie? Have you not seen the movie? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Is there anything you want to know about it? Just ask. And there's other people doing the 31 days of. They are Moods 616, Double Shot J, Carly 317, the one and only MSJ. That's Brother Max to you. Jonathan Moody over at the Indie Horror Cafe. Tony has 9 fingers. Retro Horror, Papa Jupe. Many others. Nightmare Maven. I gotta mention her, you know. So, when it comes to foreign horror, and we're going to talk about another foreign movie today because for some reason I got a lot of foreign stuff to watch this month. Pete Walker, Terrence Fisher, Neil Marshall. These are like 3 big horror names in England. In Italy, you've got Dario Argento, you've got Lucio Fulci, Mario and Umberto Bava, Gozzi, Umberto Lenzi, Deodato, Rogerio Deodato, you know, along with many others. And in Spain, I mean, I'm not saying he's the only one, but one of the big names of Spain is Jesus Franco. And he was more, he dabbled in horror, but he did a lot of Euro sleaze stuff. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You got to keep it sleazy, as my buddy Midnight Crawler would say. So there's a lot of, he did a lot of Euro sleaze stuff, and from time to time he would dabble in horror, and you could see that he really liked the sleazy side of filmmaking. So today we're going to talk about one of his movies, and that is Killer Barbies. That's right, Killer Barbies. Spelled Barbys, because Mattel wouldn't allow them to use the name. Ha! So Killer Barbies is actually the name of a band in the movie. And the band is on tour, and they have to drive 200 kilometers to the next gig. Now, a kilometer is 5/8 of a mile. So if I did my math right, that's 116 miles to the next gig. Along the way, their van breaks down. To me, it looks like it just got stuck in a hole, but they say it broke down. They come across this guy who says, "Well, I know a tow truck. We'll call the tow truck in the morning. They'll come out, but just come to the castle and stay the night, and you know everything will be copacetic." Not a problem. Some of the band members stay with the van. Some of them go to the castle, which is just up the road and up this giant stack of steps, you know. But other than that, it's not that far away. Inside the castle is this Lady Olga, and I just give you the bullet points. Basically, Lady Olga in this movie is Elizabeth Bathory. If you know the story, you know she's the one that bathed in virgin's blood to stay young. There's more to it than that in this movie, but that's the basic story behind Killer Barbies. I like this movie. I do think that there was a lot of filler. There was a few. Honestly, sex scenes don't bother me. But there were a few sex scenes that went on like a little too long, and there wasn't really any need for it. I mean, it didn't progress the story at all. I mean, I know that there's times where, you know, it's like, okay, well, we'll throw a sex scene in here and our nude scene in here. It doesn't bother me. I don't mind that stuff. But here, there was the couple that stayed with the van. That's all they were doing. They weren't. I don't know. There was no build up to it. They just went back to the van, and then next thing you know, they're humping, and then not long after that, you know, they showed the other band members in the castle, and they go back to the van, and they're still humping. It's like, okay, so basically there's nothing going on in the van except these two, you know, acting like rabbits. And that's fine if that's what you want out of a horror movie. I mean, it's okay. Was it a great movie? No. Was it a good movie? Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think there's quite a few people that if they want to watch Jess Franco films, this is definitely one to start with. I have a few Jess Franco films that are going to be coming up this month. So I think there's 3 or 4. I'm not positive, but yeah. So that's neither here nor there. But yeah. So check it out if you want to. Killer Barbies. It's got a decent story to it. It just needs to be tweaked a little bit with the editing. I love the look of this movie too. It just has that. Brother Max talked about it yesterday. In one of his videos, that the look of Italian films is a different look altogether, and it's true. This movie is very atmospheric. You know, it has that feeling to it. So if you want, check it out. It's Killer Barbies. You can get it through Redemption, which is Kino Lorber. And yeah, there you go. As always, I am the 13th Wolfman. I'm on the prowl.